Hey guys, it's Wizzo here. Welcome back to another video. So first, I want to thank you guys so much for 1,500 subscribers. I mean, it's crazy. This is the special video I want to do for that, because I wasn't sure what to do, whether I should do like some edit for the channel. I was thinking better yet to do another video, but something that's been requested by a few people just to do Fnaf 3, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing in today's video. So if you look behind you, this is my Fnaf 3 build that I did. It took a little bit, definitely not as long as the other ones, but what I did was I looked at the cameras on my phone, whatever. I got some screenshots, and I went ahead and just put it in the props, and kind of built it just how it kind of looked. This was my first attempt at doing it. It didn't go out so well. I mean, this does not look anything like at all. And I thought the green would look okay for the office because of the fact in the game it kind of looks like a little greenish with the coloring. But I decided to redo it because I didn't like it. What is this? How did bro get in a minecart? Anyway, out here we got the office. Starting here, I guess I'll give you guys a little bit of a tour, get you know what we're building. Anyway, we got the office right here. We got the vent that you can't see in the game, but it's still there because that's how Springtrap gets to you. Get the camera monitor here, those plushies that sit up there. Got some paper here. Got the twin animatronics all in this box right here. Then we got Freddy out here. Got the exit sign. Got another camera when dude literally runs across back here and looks at you like a weirdo. Alright, going into over here, we got another camera. We got a posters right here. We got Freddy all the way down in the back. You go into this room, you got the Foxy head all the way on the wall right here. Then if you go through here, usually in this hallway you look down and you can see the arcade room. You can see an arcade. You go all the way down here. I know these arcades look a little bit silly. I wasn't sure how to do it, but I mean, I didn't want to have another block right here and make it look big and bulgy, and there wasn't a lot of room for that. But then over here for this one, we got like the Freddy poster type thing. I went ahead and put it on the machine. It looks a little bit better than it being on top of it. We got another vent right here. We got into here, and you got the Chica head right here. That I literally just put a pumpkin because it glows and it kind of just looks like the Chica's head. But we got some prisons right here. We got some more paper. We got those paper figure type things that go across the ceiling right here. Then moving on, in this back room, we got another vent right here. And then we got this corner where people usually lure Springtrap to, keep them in the exit. The bad thing about this is there is another vent here, and if you go through the vent, this leads all the way back. What was that? Yo, that scared the heck out of me, bro. Anyway, you go into here. You see another thing right here. And the cameras, it shows that like it leads into here, but I don't remember it being in the game. But that's just what it looked like from like the pictures and stuff. But yeah, then we're back at the office. So that's usually how that works. Bro, it's like, ah! You know what I mean? Anyway, for this video, we're going to be getting down into the layout of this build, and I'm actually going to go ahead and show you how to put in the flooring for this and the walls, so that way you can build the entire exterior and sort of interior, so that way in the next video, I can show you how to do the props for this. But I don't want to take too much of your time just explaining a bunch of random stuff that doesn't even matter. Anyway, this build is kind of simple. I mean, each of the rooms are all a 5 by 12 going down. Besides this one room back here with the arcade, this one's 5 by 13, so just one extra block. And then the office, it is I can't remember. It's 11 by 8 spacing or whatever. First, I'm gonna go over the actual building itself, and then I'll go over the vents. To show you the right placement of it. But what I like to do for the layout, I like to use brown concrete, or any block really works, because you're not gonna see it. It's just gonna show you what you're building on and what you're building into. But the blocks you're gonna need for this build is smooth stone, any block your choice, black concrete or black wool, or anything you want to use, and then white concrete, quartz, white wool, etc. Alright. But this whole thing for this entire build is going to be a 28 by 29, which means it's going to be 28 this way, 29 that way. The build itself is a little bit less than that, but I had to constituate for the vents, and then I added one extra block because when you're building the vents, you're going to need things like this to actually keep the wall in. Yeah, that's really just about it. So now let's go ahead and get into it. So now that you got a good space distance from everything else, you got your 29 this way, your 28 this way, your 29 this way. Time to start building this thing. So as I said, the office is an 11 by 8 spacing. So let's go ahead and start right here. Now that we got some space, go ahead and line it up. We're going to count 11 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then we're going to go up this way by 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then all you gotta do is connect this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then connect it back. I'm not gonna count again, but there you go. Now for the to leave it, this is the only room that has double doors. Actually, that's cap. Going into another room, there are double doors or double entrance. There's really no doors really in the building, but you're gonna want to leave a block right here and then cut this open right here for how you leave the office. And then over here, you're gonna go over one block and destroy right this. That's where the vent is gonna go. So it should look like something like this. Now moving on to the next hallway, we're gonna come over here on this side where the door is. We're gonna count 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, each of these rooms are the exact same 5 by 12. So this is 5. We're gonna go up by 12 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we're just gonna go up and match it up with the office. So bring it all the way down here to where it lines up currently with the office. Next, we're gonna come over here because now we're gonna go ahead and do the next room or whatever. So we're gonna count 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're gonna connect this obviously. So go up by 12 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Then drag it all the way back here so it lines up just like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 blocks like this. Then next to it is gonna be exactly the same. I'm not gonna go over it. Just make sure you have really you don't even have to count 5. Just make sure you have 3 in the middle like this, because this is literally just the next room that's next to it. And then bring it up. Not there. There you go. So it should look something like this. Now in the middle right here, this is where our doorway is gonna go. There's not even a door, just the way you walk into, and it's gonna line up exactly right here. So you can do this if you want. Then in this corner, you're gonna count over 1 block, and right here is where the entrance to here is gonna be. You're gonna go over 1 block, and this is gonna be the next entrance to the next hallway like this. And then from here, this is your center. Remember, each of the rooms, like if you enter a new one, it's always gonna be in the center. So that's kind of how you know where your marker is. So you're gonna have a block right here, block right here, and now you have 3 like this, and just go down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 like this. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just match it all the way back, just like this. Then you're gonna destroy a block right here, like this. This is gonna be the next doorway right here. And then directly next to it, it's gonna be exactly the same. So you're gonna use this as your first block. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, like this. Oh, it's over too much. Like this. I guess this is 4, but oh, okay, yeah. So it lines up with the wall. I excuse myself. It's just like this. But then you're gonna go down all the way. You're gonna match it up because it's gonna be just like this room right here. It's gonna be directly next to it, like this. Except with this room, your 2 doors are gonna be right here. So it's like this opening right here. So skip over 1 block, and then right here is where your 4 is gonna be, or your entrance. I mean your walkway. But now moving on back here. This is where you're gonna start your next block. So this one is 13 instead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Then just line this up directly with this wall right here, like that. Now moving on to our last room, you're gonna come over here. You're gonna skip 1 block like this and delete this one right here. This is your next entrance way. And then from here, you're gonna count 3 blocks. This one, 1, 2, and on the 3rd block is where your next room is gonna start from the back of it. So start right here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then count your 12 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just connect it right here. So it should line up perfectly fine like this. And there you go. So now you got, you know, all your rooms done just like this. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and go over the vent's position or whatever. So you're gonna come over here, and then you're gonna line up the vent lines up directly with the wall. So from right here, just go all the way down, and then right here is where your vent is gonna go. So that's one vent. Then if you come over here, it's also gonna line up with the wall. So from right here, just go down and delete this block, and this is where your next vent is gonna be. Then you come over here, and the vent for right here in this room lines up with the door entrance like this. So it, you know, perfect like that. Then the other one is directly in the center right here. Then if you fly over here, now as I said, when I looked in the camera, it looked like another vent led over here, but I don't remember in the game of there actually being a camera of this, but I could be mistaken. But from what it looked like, it leads up to here like this. And yep, looks pretty good. That's just about all the vents that are here. Now what I like to do is I like to move all the vents outwards, like by one. So there's a gap right here because the build is gonna go right here. That makes the wall for the vent. So we're gonna start on this vent right here. So basically, I don't really have to go over this. I mean, I'm still gonna show it anyway, but just lead this up like this, and then you're gonna take this all the way out because we need this to go one block right here, and we need to lead it all the way into, I believe it's camera 10 for the last camera that has the exit near it, right over here, just like this. Now moving on to our other vent, you're gonna come and swing all the way over here, and then you're gonna delete right here. Make sure it's one block out away from right here, like this. And then we're just gonna all the way and lead this vent to over. Oh, you're loud as heck. Lead this all the way over here and connect it like this. We have two vents that connect right here. And then you're gonna want to connect this vent right here all the way to there. But they don't exactly connect, like doesn't keep going, but you line it up directly with this doorway like this. And then on the other side right here is where you're gonna place it. And then make sure it goes one out. And there you go. You just connect this all the way to the entrance over here. So make sure it's one block out away. Like this. And you're just gonna lead it all the way over here to the door entrance. Okay, as you can see, it is like this, so we need to actually move it over by one. So just like this. I'm thinking about taking away, but I'll probably just leave this here anyway. But basically, you want to actually make it go out by one more like this. So you don't need this. I wish I had the grass block to replace it, but I don't. But yeah, you want it to be like this because when you put in your vent walls, you're gonna want it to obviously go up like this, and you can't do that if the build is here and you have your walkway like this. I mean, I guess you kind of could, but it's easier to do it this way. So just make sure you have your vent path look like this, and after that, that's basically it when it comes to doing the vents. So now you have the entire layout of the building, you have the layout of the vents, and now in this video I'm going to show you what to do for the flooring and the walling. You're going to need smooth stone, you're going to need black concrete and white concrete, or whatever color that you have, whether it's wool or really anything. Just make sure it's black and white if you're doing it exactly how I'm doing it. When it comes to the vents, do not place anything in the vents because it's going to be replaced by diorite. But for the doorway, you do want to actually delete the block right here, obviously, for it to match up. Actually, you don't really have to yeah, do that. So we're going to start with black, then white, then white. And basically, now that we have this, I tried this before and I deleted the blocks in the recording, but I don't need to delete the blocks. All you have to do is fill it in right here because you're not going to be seeing the brown. It's going to be covered up by the wall. So you just want to do it like this, which actually saves me a lot of time because I don't have to delete the blocks anymore. But what I want you to do is go to each and every single one of the rooms and go ahead and fill it in with black and white checkerboard pattern just like this. And yeah, there's not really too much to say about it. Just make sure when you come to the door, place it like this. And now do your checkerboard pattern through each and every one of the rooms, and I'll catch you guys back when I'm done with that. Alright everyone, now that you got your flooring done, it's time to move on to the walls. So the first layer of walling is going to be smooth stone. That's what I'm using. You can use anything you want, like stone, just something close to it. So what you're going to do is you're going to put this all the way around each of your builds. So we're going to have this, you guys do it again. So what you want to do is, just for an example, I'm going to do the office right quick. And this is basically how you want it to look. So go ahead and take this and put it around each and all of your walling, like on right here for your entire build. And yeah, I'll catch you guys back when I'm done. Alright everyone, now that you got your walling in, we're going to go ahead and put in our next layer of walling. So what you need to do is get out your black and white concrete, or whatever you're using, and we're going to make our wall like this. So this is going to be the next layer. You only put one layer of this on there, so I guess I'm not really sure how you would fully connect this, because this would be white, which means this would be black, so this is white, I guess. So you can start right here. What I did for these corners is, since you're not going to see it, I would just either put wear a smooth stone right here, or put any other block that matches up with it. So this would be black right here, but then you're gonna put black here again. So basically, this build, what it relies on is what you see in each room. So in this room, you're gonna obviously have this black like this, but when you go into here, you don't see what's on the inside. So actually, you do see this right here. So I don't know what to do about that one, but you do whatever you want. But yeah, so we're gonna continue right here. So black, white, white, black, white, black, white, black, white. Skip the corners. I always skip the corners and then just fill it in for what it looks best. You know, you're gonna want to have this destroyed by 2, but the next layer you're gonna have to go over it, but I'll go over that in a minute. So yep, just go ahead and fill this all the way in. So make sure you skip all your corners. So skip this corner, just like this. So now you got your layer like this, and what we need you to do is put this one layer around your entire build, just like you did with this. Make sure you make your checkerboard pattern. Remember when I said skip the corners and just keep going. And when you look at it, if you know when you're missing some spots because some corners that you can actually see, go ahead and fill it in what you see best, either another block or you can fill it in with the same color. It's all up to you guys. But yeah, I'll catch you guys back when I'm done putting in this layer of walling. Alright guys, so I know that with this checkerboard pattern it is a little tricky and some of parts don't make any sense because of the way this whole thing is designed and built. Like for example, over here, actually this doesn't matter, I lied. But parts like right here you can see that the same color, but on the inside you don't see it because it's just like this. But right here you can definitely tell the same over here. Well, actually you can't tell right there. Oh, I forgot to fill this in. Whoopsie. Anyway, but yeah, there's some parts that if I'm sure there's a way to do it to where it'll all match up perfectly fine, but I for some reason couldn't get that to work. I think I did better over there with the actual build than this, but it's okay. It doesn't really matter too much to me if there's a few little errors like that. But what I need you to do is come over here, fill this up, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna raise it up by 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, and this is what your entire wall is gonna be like continuing on forward. So just like this. And what I was saying about the vents is what you're gonna do is you need 2 things to be able to drop down into here. But once you get that done, it's basically like a doorway, kind of. That's what you really need for your spacing, like that. For this doorway, it's only too high, but you remember have it too wide like this. But yeah, that's kind of just it. So make sure you raise the wall up by 3 on each you know, everything in your room, so it should look like that on the outside of it. But I'll catch you guys back when I'm done. Alright everyone, so now that you got done your walling, it should look something like this. So now basically this is the entire exterior and walling and flooring done of your building. So it kind of looks like that already. So now what I'm going to show you guys how to do is your vents. Now the vents aren't really that hard and difficult to do. You just need some polished diorite. So we're going to come over here and use this one as an example. So the flooring itself is also going to be polished diorite. Everything about the vents is just polished diorite. That's what I'm using. If you don't have it, it's okay. Just use whatever you want. Just some sort of stone or something like that looks like this. Now going into the office, you don't want to delete the floor or anything. You just want to have it look like just like this. Actually, I lied. You're going to delete this block right here. You actually want it to sink downward. So you do need it like this, but we're going to actually have it go down just like this. So do not, yeah, just do it like this. So you can go ahead and replace the block like this to make it look more like the vent. But now from here, what you're going to do is you're going to just make your outline just like this. Because now what we can do is right here, delete this block. This will also be our roof like that. So you'll have a block above it. So like this, then skip this. Go right here, and then what we're gonna do is just raise this up by 2. Not this one right here. And then we're gonna bring this up top for our our ceiling, you know. So basically the vents going all the way around the building is gonna look just like this. It's just to give you an idea so when you can come in here, so when you go from your office, it'll look like this. Go into your vent. Yeah, it'll look just like this. So you walk into here, and then you have your vent that goes right here. Make sure to delete these two blocks next to it. And then there you go, you can come up into your vent. So what I'm going to have you guys do is basically do this around your entire build. So make sure when you go around here, you build your wall going all the way on the outline. And then when you want to raise it up by 2, and then for your ceiling, all you gotta do is put a block here, break it, so that way you don't have to do like a whole extra work by putting it here. You can just do it like this. And basically it should look something like this. So for each one of your vents, just go around and do it like that, and I'll catch you guys back when I'm done. Alright guys, so now that you got your vents done, it should look something like this on the outside. And yeah, that's basically it. Now you have your entire exterior walls, floors, and vents done. So now in the next video, I'm going to move on to putting in the props for each of these rooms. Now that's not too many crazy things, so I should be able to get it all into one video so you guys do not have to worry. Plus I'll just be uploading it video after video anyway, or at least try to. But yeah, now we go inside. We got our office right here. Now we are going to have to break a few blocks right here for the windows, but we'll get into that in the actual props video. But now you can go to the vents. Now it does get a little bit dark. You can go ahead and put in lights if you want to. I personally am not going to, just because I like the nice little area effect of it anyway. You can put in a roof if you want for this or whatever. I think that I might put in a roof, maybe some connected small lights or whatever to it at the end of our props thing, just so we can go inside and see what it looks like with the entire thing on top of it, you know, how dark and eerie it looks. But yeah, that's basically just it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it helped you out, because definitely you're gonna need it for the next video when you do the props, because well, how else you gonna be able to do it if you don't do the layout first, because then you don't know where to place your things at. But yeah, we went from this to this. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.